Hey, everybody, welcome back to CITL. My name is Matt Marino from the University of Central Florida. Jamie?
And I'm Jamie Basham from University of Kansas.
We're really happy to have you here today. Jamie, we've got some exciting stuff going on through the CITL Center. Why don't you kick us off? What's going on in your world?
Well, there's no summer in CITL. We've been pretty busy. I mean, one of the major things going on, the tech world as a whole is just blowing up after yesterday's announcement or this week's announcement from Apple on the Vision Pro. That's really exciting stuff.
That is exciting stuff. It reminds me of Ready Player One. Do you remember that book by Ernest Cline?
Yeah, and if our viewers haven't watched or read the book on Ready Player One, I think there's two versions. There's
Ready Player One. I think the book is much better than the movie, but that's my personal opinion.
I think so too. I think this is something we need to be looking at as society. And if you haven't watched WALL-E in a while, it's also something we should be looking at. That view of all the humans up in the spaceship, being enamored with the technology and not actually being active. That's something we have to be watching out for in the future.
It's true. And so Apple Vision Pro, very exciting. What else we have going on?
Well, we have some new things on the website. Obviously, we've been hitting AI quite a bit. The Office of Educational Technology and the U.S. Department of Ed just put out a great report on AI. I think it's roughly sitting around 158 pages. We tried to summarize it into a blog post. And so if people are interested in that, it's a little teaser for the whole report, but it deals with the aspects around AI and educational technology. I know it's one of many things that are out, but it's actually something the U.S. Department of Ed's put out. I think it's a pretty good summary of things going on. So that's something on the website.
Another big concern, right? Ethics made me think, oh boy, this is something we should definitely be paying attention to in our schools.
Yeah, we should definitely be paying attention to it. The other thing too is obviously we've got a lot of things coming up with AI. In fact, at the project directors meeting this year at OSAP, we're going to be talking a lot about it with the community. So,
right, and some of the apps and other software that are using AI to advance education opportunities for our kids with disabilities.
Really most definitely. I mean, that should be our primary focus, right? On how do we support individuals and students with disabilities, and how do we prepare professionals to work in that field? Absolutely. And that's something we're really focused on.
Absolutely.
We also have the other thing I want to highlight before we get down to the main topic. Our colleague Young Zhao has a great research and practice brief he did with Sam. If people haven't had the opportunity to check out that brief, the research and practice brief is there. Young's always, forward thinking. And it's something to kind of look at. It's a great little thought-provoking little interview that Sam did.
That's a good point. So check that out, folks. You're going to like it. All right. The exciting news this week is the supplement. And so, Jamie, why don't you tell the folks what that supplement means for them and how we're going to use that data to inform our teacher practice moving forward?
Yeah, sure. So as we announced briefly last week in the hot takes, we received a supplement from OSAP to support 10 institutions of higher education on the integration and innovation within their teacher preparation program within special education. So we're looking for those 10 institutions. We've already had a number of recommendations that have come in. We're going to be following up with those recommendations. But our plan is to provide like a tier 3 technical assistance on the ground, in the air, sort of virtual technical assistance with these institutions, work directly with them, have implementation plans that are designed for that department and those individuals participating. And so we're really looking forward to working with these 10 institutions.
So if I'm at an institution that's interested in partnering with CITL, how do I make that happen?
Well, there's information on the website, and it tells you kind of what we're requiring. And then what'll happen is you submit a little information like who you are, what institution you're from, et cetera. And then we will be getting in touch with you. We're going to have team members here, Matt, myself, others from the team, reaching out and talking to folks and kind of going through the list. And then based on the applications that come in and the information we receive, we're going to be choosing those institutions and starting to work with them as soon as possible, actually, maybe this summer.
Yeah, that was really our hope. And I know that we've had a couple institutions already reach out to us. I followed up with their contact point person and we'll be getting in touch with them next week to do our intake assessment. So that's really the first step. And then there'll be a couple weeks to look at all the different programs, I think. And then after that, we're going to make decisions and move forward.
Yeah, I mean, so we're looking at a year-long, hopefully a year-long process and working with them, and we're really looking forward to getting going. So if people are interested, you want more innovation, more educational technology in your personnel preparation program, please reach out to us, look at the website for information and let us know. And we can add your name to the list.
Great. Thank you so much, everybody. We're really looking forward to working with you.
Yep.
Have a
So
good day.
Yep, we'll see you all later. Thanks.